Hey now, thanks for coming back to the channel. I'm Chef Rob.
And I'm Chef Paul.
We're with Kitchenary Basics, and today we have another exciting video of something that you can do at home. It's very easy, it's very simple, and it takes absolutely no time at all.
Well, as I've said before, Rob, this takes at least 25, 30...
Easy father time. Let me tell our audience first about Oscar Brooks, who recently passed away. He was a valued member of our family, a valued member of my family, and we're gonna miss him a whole bunch. But in honor of Oscar, we're gonna dedicate this video to him, mini cheesesteak sliders.
Let's get started.
All right, so the first thing we want to do for our mini cheesesteak sliders is season our ribeye steak with salt, very generously, pepper, fresh ground black pepper. Or turn them over, season the other side, and then we're going to cut them very, very thin. Any excess fat we would want to cut off. Once you cut it thin, you can pound it out. It makes it a little more tender, a little more easier to cut. See how thin I'm cutting this? And then pound it out. Next thing we want to do is cut up the onion. We're just really dicing it up here. It doesn't have to be too thin because they're going to saute down and caramelize. And now the peppers, same way. First we want to cut both ends. Take the seeds out. And cut those up about the same size as the onions. Usually a cheesesteak has green peppers, but we're going with a little bit of color. Red, orange, and yellow. I'm just ready to eat, so I'm going as fast as I can. All right, after we've chopped the onions and the peppers and the steak, the next thing to do is go ahead and put the rolls in the oven, 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, just to get those nice and toasty before we put in the filling. After that, we've got our oil in the pan hot. We're gonna put our onions and peppers. And that's what you want to hear, a sizzle. Just a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh ground black pepper, and just a touch of cayenne, just to bring the heat up. Give that a stir. We'll let those go for about 5 minutes, then we'll add our steak, take the buns out, and fill up our mini cheesesteak sliders. All right, so our peppers are just about done. They're caramelized and brown and really soft. We're gonna take these off and then add the steak to the pan and brown it, and then add the peppers and onions back in there, and then fill up our toasted buns. So the steak's been in the pan sauteing for about a minute. Now we're gonna just stir it up, flip it on the other side to get that going. We don't want to cook it too much because we're looking for a medium rare to medium. So we'll let that go for another 2 or 3 minutes, and then add the peppers back in there, and then we'll fill up our mini cheesesteak toasted buns.
These buns.
Those buns.
Those buns.
These buns.
The mama buns. All right, then why don't we go ahead and get a scoop right here of that? Look at that. Are you kidding me right now?
That looks amazing.
Oscar Brooks would love a ribeye cheesesteak slider right now.
Oh man, he'd be circling the island just waiting for that thing.
All right, so last thing, the last bit of provolone. Alright, so we just want to put this back in the oven for about a minute or 2 minutes so that cheese will melt.